actor elemental types. The purpose of this is an each actor will be given some kind of element that is associated with them, and then if they use a skill that is of that element, they will do more damage. So really simple to start with, and we'll just check the elements, whatever that is. Here we go. We'll just use the default to set it up. So if the first actor is physical, maybe I'll just do element 1. And this means now there will be a tag on this actor's data that says 1. So we can use this in code somewhere. Yeah, so if they use an attack that is of this element, they will do more damage, and maybe if they receive an attack, then they can take less damage. So let's see, Priscilla can be fire, and then next one can be ice. Let's see, what skills do they have? Strong attack, fire. That's weird. Longsword. Fire will already be fire, yep. And let's just give the priest something that's ice as well. Give them a fire attack as well, so we can just make sure that they're dealing regular damage with this, and then good damage with that or whatever. All right, so let's start the plugin. Just going to rip this and then see what we can use from it. What's this called again? Actor element types or something. I don't have any commands yet, so we'll just get rid of that. All right, let's try and find where we deal damage. apply, that might be the one. Well, make damage value apply. Probably this. We probably want to perform this, grab the value, and then do something to it. Or maybe the element rate, we can maybe just catch into this since it's kind of what we're wanting to do anyway. All right, we'll take this and see how it goes. Now we're going to create an alias. We're going to call it, and we're going to have to pass through this, but then we also need to pass in the parameters that it's looking for after it. So this and then those two. That gives us all of this, but we want to catch what it passes back here. See, this returns a value. So we're going to say let value equal that. And then we can do something that we want here. Game action dot prototype dot apply actor element type. So this is our own thing. And we'll pass in the value. So do we have access to what the action is that we're using here? Something like if this is a skill, then get the element, or even just get the element anyway in case. This is probably what we're looking for. If this is skill, well, actually, we'll say if it's not a skill, then we'll just return the value early. But if it is a skill, then we want to catch the element of the user. Oh, should I be factoring in enemies too? Probably. Probably. Okay, so user element is going to equal. Now, how do we get the user from this? Okay, so the subject is the user. How do we get that again? Just this dot subject dot meta dot element. Let's just see what comes out. And we'll just remember to actually apply this and pass in the value. Um, and remember to get rid of all the music because it makes my ears bleed every time. Okay, let's see. No abilities, wonderful. Well, let's see anyway. Let's see if something comes up when we attack. Nothing. Oh, hold on. I need to actually add the script to our game. Otherwise, nothing's going to happen anyway. Okay, let's see. Element of undefined. Okay. This dot subject. Um, maybe that doesn't have access to meta anyway. Okay, game actor. Let's see what we do have access to. We have actor ID, which means we can get the um, actor data from that. So let's say set data actors. This, you know what? I won't use too many. Um, I don't know what you'd call it, but I don't want to use too much of this sort of thing because it makes the line a bit less readable. So I will just have const actor ID equals that, and then just use that in there instead. So now I'm pretty sure we should have access to actor data unless I need to do dot get or something here, but this might work. And then we should be able to use actor data here to get the element. Let's see. Undefined. How do we get access to that then? If I come here and do actors. Oh, it's maybe underscore. Maybe that's the problem. It's got no metadata. I thought for sure that would have been fine. Read element one is ID 4. Who's this guy? Okay, so if I didn't set it up, does that mean it just breaks? Oh, hold on, that's fine. It's just saying undefined. That's actually a good thing. So we just catch that. If the user element equals undefined, you know what? We'll just do that because it catches null as well. If for some reason that ends up as null. So if there's no user element, return the value again because we have nothing to alter. There's nothing to worry about. But if we make it past there, then we're looking good again. Maybe just throw in some more checks just to be a bit better about this. If there's no actor data, return value as well because something has gone horribly wrong. Right, so then we need to get the ability or the item that's being used. Is it just item? Let's also console log this item. Because I want to know how we get the element from the item that's being used. Uh, damage element ID is -1, which I think is regular attack. So we say item um, item is somehow null, we'll return value as well. Otherwise, item should be fine. We probably don't need to try and get that. If it's gotten this far, it should be fine. Skill element is going to equal this item dot damage dot element ID. Um, skill element is equal to -1, just return again. But if we've made it this far, we can compare the user element and the skill element. Let's just do something crazy. So if the elements match, we'll just make them do 100% or 100 times more damage. And we're just going to go for the 3 that I selected. So I think she does have fire. as her element, so we'll try that. And this guy's got them all, so we'll use fire first. Hmm. I wasn't even looking, to be honest. Let's look again. Console.log elements match else elements do not match. So he can do nothing. He'll use fire and he'll do nothing. 2 and 2 elements do not match. Very interesting. So we log the user element. So this is probably because when you take from the metadata, I'm pretty sure it's a string, and we haven't done anything to cast this as a number. And this skill element is almost certainly stored as a number since it seems to default to -1. So that was probably why it was thinking they don't match, because when you use the 3 equals signs, it's a very, very strict equals. Let's see, so nothing, nothing, fire, elements match. Didn't seem to do too much. Maybe because we're not returning the value at the end here. Is that the problem? So maybe what was happening here was, oh, we're not even trying to make the value equal this. So there's another problem solved. So we get the value from the original set of actions, and then we apply our own thing and update the value. Then we return the value. So we need to make sure we return the value here as well. Now let's see, we should start seeing something now. So it did about 100 before. There we go. That was obviously affected by what we've coded up. So let's go guard, and we'll use fire first. Elements don't match. Use ice this time, and it should do 1 billion damage again. There we go. Awesome. So that's the basis of it done, I guess. I wanted to build this this plugin for a different idea I've got for a video that'll probably come after this one. I wonder if I can do more with this. Maybe have some kind of variable attack and defense. Well, the very least I could do, let's set up a parameter that affects this number here. Let's see. Command. We don't need a command. We just need a parameter. I can never remember how to do these. Okay, let's just put this code in here. Okay, that's not it. Let's see. Damage multiplier. Number. What percentage? I don't know if you can use like floats here or if number is fine, and you can maybe do 1.5 to make it do just a bit more damage. Number, I'm sure it's fine. Then we need to actually catch it. So let's put this in at the top here. So my number, just be this one. Uh, okay, damage multiplier. And then we just use it, right? And better not forget to do this stuff. And just put that in there, damage multiplier. Okay, let's see if we do the same thing. Let's say Goblin as 1. So if he uses, what's body slam? Let's see. Element can be physical. Just put it to 100 again just for testing. Let's see if the enemy can kill us. .42 damage. That doesn't sound right. I guess actor element type isn't the best name now, since I'm thinking of the enemies using it as well. Of course, we can't get the actor ID. I guess try and get the actor data. If there's no user data, we can try grabbing an enemy. Maybe something like this. User data is nothing, and if the oh, hold on, there we go. So we're trying to get an actor first, and if that doesn't work out, then we'll try and get an enemy. But if that doesn't work out, then we will just return because something's gone wrong. Actor data is not defined. Oops. Let's go again. So they both attacked. Body slam, please. Okay. What? Don't know if you could hear that sound effect, but that is wild. Alright, so the elements matched and they did a lot more damage than they normally do. So yeah, looks good. Means the enemies can do it to us as well. Um, yeah, what should I call it then? Maybe battler element types. Uh, Hold on. Ah. You know what? Maybe we'll just do another one for taking damage as well. So uh, what am I trying to do here? What should I be doing here? All right, we'll just call it defense multiplier. Um, when the defender, when the target and the skill elements match, 0.5. So let's do the same thing here. We'll say this should probably be user element. Apply the user element type. Then we'll make another one, value equals this dot apply target element type. So this feels like there could be some refactor in here to make it a bit neater. Let's just see. Maybe something game action prototype dot get actor or enemy data. We're going to pass in a subject. Or maybe pass in, I don't know. Because this is subject, but the next one should be target, right? Let's just go source. User data equals this dot get actor or enemy data, and we'll pass in this subject. So this is kind of the same, still not 100% on this. Oh, no, what an idiot. Okay, the target is passed through when we make the damage value. So that, oh, that saved so much time. So let's go const user data. Get actor or enemy data, and we'll pass in target. I'll just tidy that up a bit. Keep the lines together if it's got something to do with it. So yeah, same thing. We're getting the user data, but from the target this time. And if it somehow doesn't exist, we'll just return value again. Uh, the let's see, target data to be a bit more correct. The target element is going to be a number of target data dot meta element. If they have no element, then return skill element is the same. Might even be worth putting that in its own little function just to be nice. Uh, okay, just skill dot damage dot element ID. This dot get skill element will pass in this item. And again, just to be tidy, we're getting the skill element, then check right after it. May as well keep them together. If the skill element equals -1, return value. So if the target element is exactly equal to the skill element, then we're going to reduce the value by some amount. And multiply by whatever the value is that was passed in, and then also remember to return the value at the end. So he has an element of 1. So if he jumps into battle, uh, so what we're testing now, the only member in our party has a defense against the type of damage they want to do. So it should end up just as a normal value, really. $62. Um, oh, I can't do point numbers. You know what, let's make it 0. Let's just say it nullifies the damage if it's the right type. Oh, did I hunt? So they did a lot of damage. Um, Target element matches. So body slam is physical, which is type 1. He's type 1, so it should be doing nothing. The enemies are element 1, which means that they should be doubling, but if you multiply by 0 at the end, it should always be nothing. So what's going on? So attack is fine. And it's not finding anything. I should probably console log out whatever target is. So target and then target data. So game actor and then, yep, so that's expected for now. Get the target element. Then we'll get the skill element. Let's see. Why is this not working? One, it only returns one. Oh, missing missing the null thing here. So if there is no target element, we return. So that was probably all the problem right there. Let's see, body slam, please. There we go. Took no damage. Brilliant. I can get rid of all these logs again. It would be nice if I could enter a float in here. Yeah, it doesn't let me do it here, but I could always just do it here. Yeah, so maybe I can play around with this at some point and add in varying degrees so you can have some sort of maybe have 0 to make it multiply by 0, or you can do 50 to make it 50% or something. But for now, this is fine. This gives me enough to work with the next plugin that I want to make. So yeah, thanks for watching, like and subscribe and all that.